Well, time has come. Time to put the new Musicraft neck on the Warmoth caster. Remove that neck. I've got my nut. And I got my tuners all laid out, ready to go. And of course, the chip my son put in the guitar. I still love them, but I wonder why. Strings are off, have it flipped over. Going to remove the neck. And it's almost just in time for my heater to turn on over there for the house. So, but hey, we'll get through it. So I'm just going through, and actually I'm just kind of backing them off, you know, kind of in a crisscross kind of thing. I'm just going to be really curious when I get the new neck on. Will I have to do anything to string height and all that stuff? I mean, I'm going to give it a setup anyway, but I'm just curious to see how far off everything is going to be. I'm just ding the body there. Did you see that? Doing pretty good. If I wanted to do that, would have got my son down here and let him do it. That would be surefire. Oopsie. Then I probably wouldn't see him for another amount of time as he goes and hides. There we go. Flip this to the side. Just kind of wedge it up and do that. I'll use the brace as a wedge and just kind of check that guy right out. There we go. Not a bad neck, but boy, did I have to do a lot of work on this to get it to be like this guy right out of the box. So that kind of stinks. So put that there. You go put this over here. Now I'm just going to put the neck in. See how it fits inside of the joint here. Ooh, nice and tight. Ooh, strong work. Look at that. Nice. Okay, see what we got going on now. Not the moment of truth, but whatever. Ooh, I think it's right over the holes too. Hey, look at that. It's time for tuners. I have some Hipshots. They are the, there we go, the open gear tuners, locking staggered height. What's really cool with these things is they give you a plate, an adapter plate that will actually fit right on the back, so you don't have to drill or anything. It's what they call their ump plate. And these guys are staggered. So if you just take a look at them, you'll see that one is a whole lot longer than the other one. So in other words, the guy with the long post goes in the back, and this one guy with the short post goes there. So short post over there, long post there. An plate. Let's just flip this over. readjust. There we go, you can see what I'm doing. Get the old plate. Bada bing, bada boom. Goes right on there like that. That's not the right way. Like that. So that this little nubby, the little nubby part right in there, will sit against the tuner. So boom. Let's go around here, just put this guy on here, just to snug it up there. Put that guy there. Take this guy off here. Nice, I like this. There we go, tuner's all installed. Now just to kind of tighten them up, I just kind of finger tighten them just to make sure they were snugged in there. Hey, my heater went off. And from there, I have this cool little tool that I got from Stu Mac, ESP tool. As this, I don't know, who knows, kind of cool, I don't know. Moment of weakness. Sitting in the bathroom, just kind of, you know, cruising the web, saw that and said, ooh, I think I want to get that. Take you around here so I can show you what I mean by staggered. So if you look at the heights, they drop down. It doesn't eliminate a need. I mean, sometimes it does eliminate a need for a string tree. And I got my Tusq nut ready for install. And I got this cut with a flat bottom nut on this. Just because I replaced a nut before with this and had the curved bottom fender. And man, I hated just grinding this thing off. It was just one of these things, that little foot, whatever that is there. I hated grinding that off just because I'm impatient. I mean, I'm not a luthier. Ooh, that's a cool word. I'm not a tech. I'm just a dude who works on his guitars because he's kind of cheap and he's just looking to hang out in his basement for a while. So, let's just take a look. And it's a little too wide for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand the side of the nut, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sand the side of the nut that faces the tuners, the headstock. So I'm not going to file this side because I want these nut slots to be nice as the strings go in, even though I'm probably going to have to touch up those nut slots. But just want to do it. So all I'm going to do is take it, flip it. I have a piece of 400 grit sandpaper over here. And I'm probably rocking and a-rolling the camera over there. If you don't get seasick, then awesome. And I'm just going to sand it, check it, sand it, check it, sand it, check it. I'm going to sand it probably so many times. You're going to want to throw up from boredom because I look at it as you can always sand a little bit off at a time, but you can't put it back on. You can't. Okay, got the strings on. Put it on there. There's absolutely no tension on the strings yet. So all I'm really looking to do is just look at the nut. Are the strings coming straight over? Is there enough gap on either side? When the strings pull straight through, when I tighten them up a little bit, are they actually going to be straight? So let's just take a look at this. Kind of torque that guy down a little bit. That's looking good. And let's just tighten up the other E. It's funny, I hear some crackling and popping. That's just it seating on there. So, as I said, I'm just kind of looking there This is pulling straight through. That's pulling straight through. Yeah. That's straight. Maybe the nut needs to go a smidge that way. Oh. Actually, I think I might have got it right there. Might need a little whack of the old Fred hammer that way. Yeah, that's looking pretty straight right there. So it's alrighty, I got a set of strings on here, and now it's time to check the neck. Ooh, that was cool. The neck relief. So the way we do this, capo, first fret. I know some people say put it on the first fret, behind the first fret. I don't know. So let me put on the X-ray specs. So you put this down, you hold the fret down at the last fret. Halfway between there, if you do the math, it's like the 7th or 8th fret. Spec relief is 0.10. So let me just hold this down, see what we're looking at. And it's looking good. You do this, hold that down there. I'm more of a righty than a lefty. No, this looks like the neck is actually too tight. Yep. The feeler gauge doesn't slide in without actually pushing the string up. So that means it's too tight. It is a hair too tight. Yep, too tight. We wish we all had that problem. But anyway, too tight. So, this is what we do for that. Take that off. Now I get to use the cool Music-Craft truss rod nut. Woo! 4 millimeters. Go down to the old hole. Put it right in there. Feel it grab. Remember, as you look at it, it's going to be lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So if you want to actually put more bow in the neck, you want to loosen it. So I'm going to go a smidge that way. We're going to see how this goes. So I'm going to take the capo, put it right on that. And they would say adjust it in playing position. Whatever. We're going to go down, 7th fret. Right in there. Yep. Not too shabby, I'd say. So I have just enough neck relief to oh boy. Just enough neck relief in there so that when you play the strings, it's good. Sorry, I thought it was the 80s again. Not bad. So there we go. So I got the neck relief going on that. And it's funny, as I read different setup specs, you never know which one, because everybody seems to do a little different. They say set the string height with the capo on where the neck meets the body. So that's right around here. So I personally like mine a little on the low side. Here's a cheapy eBay one that I got. I actually measured it to see if this really was on the money as far as the spec, the numbers were, and believe it or not, these were right on. So I'm going to go through. I kind of like mine at 3/32. And if I'm looking at this, I'm way low. I'm like at 3/64. So maybe that is kind of where I like it. Even if I look there, that's still kind of, yeah, yeah, 3/64. Yeah. So